Okay, hi, good morning, guys. I hope everybody is able to hear and see me okay. Let me know, give me a little wave on both Instagram and YouTube. And I'm going to get started in a few minutes, but let's just make sure that everybody can tune in and can get online okay and can see everything. Nice. Okay, lovely work, guys. Okay, we're going to get started. I'm going to just give you a little intro first about what we'll need for today's session. For those that are new or just joining, my name is Sophie, and I'm going to be taking you through a Pilates class today. It's going to be fairly dynamic. So we'll be moving through at a good tempo through each exercise, focusing on the whole body and strengthening up through core, mobilizing a little bit as well. So hopefully by the end you will feel a bit more open and a bit more ready to move. We will need something for today, actually. So as well as your mat, I'd like you to grab either a Pilates circle if you have one, but do not panic. If you don't have one of these, it is no issue. We're going to be using it really just at the start to stretch out. So if you have a Pilates circle, grab that. However, if not, you can use either a tea towel or a hand towel, and you can use it like so, just holding it corner to corner so it's long. And we're just going to be using that to start with, just to stretch ourselves out and open up a little bit. So again, I'm just going to make sure that people have arrived. And here. Okay. Right, let's get going then. Hi, guys. Okay, we're going to go with your prop first of all. So either grab your tea towel or your circle. Oh, hi, we've got a wave. Hi, guys. Hi, lovely. Okay. For those that have just joined, we're going to need a prop for the beginning. So you're going to need either a Pilates circle, or grab yourself a tea towel or a hand towel. We're going to be using that just to stretch out. So let's bring ourselves down onto the mat, lying yourself down onto your back, and then with your legs bent, just take your left foot into the tea towel or into the circle, and just hold that stretch here. So you're reaching your heel up to the sky, taking deep breaths now, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feeling the back of the leg release. Allow the ankle to soften. Heel reaching up. Before we move into a deeper stretch, just get a sense of your hips here and your pelvis being really heavy on the mat. So both sides of the hip bones are falling deep into your mat. And from there, just take your other leg straight and long and strong into that other leg. So we do have some energy running through it. Both legs now are really long, and that will just deepen that stretch a little. For some of us, we might not be able to get this leg straight. So if you need to bend the knee, of course you can. Try to focus on keeping your spine really long over straightening the leg up. Hello, lie down, please. I do apologize, guys. I do have two dogs, so they seem to know when I'm not paying them all the attention. Lie down, please. Okay, we're going to go a bit deeper into that stretch now. So from here, take your circle or your towel into just your left hand. So your right hand comes down to the floor beside you. Engage your right glute. And then take your left leg out to the side in a stretch. So we're keeping the hips square and heavy and just feeling a gentle pull into the inner thigh. You can pull with the hand here. Again, for some of us, you might find actually that your body starts to lift. So really only take that leg out as far as you can without lifting the body. There's a little bit of core activation going on here in order to keep ourselves heavy onto the mat. Lovely work. Stretching here. Another 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring that leg back to center. We're swapping the hands over now. So now the left hand comes down to the side. And bringing that leg across the midline of the body into your outer thigh stretch. Now this can be quite a neural stretch, so it can feel quite uncomfortable. Maybe a little bit of tingling or pins and needles referring down through the leg and into the foot. So just hold that there for a few seconds. Lovely work. Stop. You need to do that. Why is it? Okay, lovely work, guys. Last few seconds here. Breathing into that space. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Good work. Bring that left foot down onto the mat, and we're swapping it over. So take the right toes up into your prop, either the towel or the circle, and just holding the stretch again first from the start. So we want the left leg bending, tailbone nice and heavy, hips anchored down. Great job. Breathing here. Nice work. Let's get ready to move. Get the hips nice and heavy onto that mat and take the left leg away, long and strong. Energy through both sides. So we're lifting the thigh muscles away from the kneecaps to encourage that opening through the back body and through the back of the leg. If you haven't already now, let's hold on to the towel or circle with just the right hand, left arm down to your side. Engage that left glute as you take your right leg out to the side. So you're working into your inner thigh stretch. Just take it as much as you can. If you feel that actually you can't anchor down enough to feel the stretch, just use it as a bit of strengthening work. That's okay. Try to keep your hips heavy. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Draw the leg back to center. Swap the hands over. Right arm down to the side and just allow that foot to come across the midline of the body, keeping your leg as straight as you can until you feel that pull anywhere down through the back of the hip, the back of the leg, or even into the foot, depending on where you carry tension. Deep, relaxing breaths here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, coming back to center. Good work. Release that foot away. We're just taking that prop away now and leaving it here. So from here, bring your feet flat onto the floor so your legs are bent, feet hip width apart. Take your thumbs, place your thumbs onto your lower ribs and bring your little fingers onto your hip bones. Let's work into a bit of core activation here. So take a big breath in through the nose, and as you do, bring your lower back off the floor, so you're arching the back, noticing that your fingers and thumbs pull a little bit further apart from each other. And as you exhale, reverse that movement, so you're pressing the lower back into the mat. Your fingers and thumbs will draw a little bit closer together. And continue. Inhale to arch. Exhale, imprint, drawing your navel to your spine, drawing the ribs into the body and the lower abs scooping in and up. So you're getting a sense that your tummy muscles are contracting and hugging in, deflating that space as you exhale. Bringing movement into the lower spine. Try to resist the urge to press your feet too much into the floor here. So let this be about the abs and not the glutes. Let's go here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On the last one, hold your imprinted position. So your fingers and thumbs are towards each other. And then interlace the fingers, bring the hands into the back of the head. And then taking the legs up into a tabletop position, keeping your lower back imprinted. Elbows go quite wide now, so try and get your elbows as wide as they'll go onto the floor, keeping the ribs down. And we're into TikToks. So as you inhale, allow your knees to fall across to one side, allowing your hips to rotate, but keeping your shoulders heavy. Exhale, draw narrow through the waist and pull the legs to center. And across to the other side, inhale, we go over. Exhale, center. Inhale and exhale. You might even feel a bit of stretching out through the chest muscles if you are particularly tight into that space. Really try and let the elbows fall heavy onto the floor, keeping the shoulder blades connected behind you. Just gently warming up into those rotational muscles in your core. Your knees should be glued together here, so really try not to let your thighs slide down each other. Encourage that movement through your thoracics and through your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2. Draw the legs back to center. Now pick the elbows up just a little so you're in your peripheral vision. As you exhale, float the head and shoulders off the floor, keeping that imprint. And now go again with that little movement. Rocking the knees from side to side. Now you're going to be shortening the range a little here because the chest is now lifted. So really only taking the knees over a little way. Still trying to encourage the hips to rotate. Keeping your chest centered. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back to center. Stay lifted in the chest here if you can. From here, extend your right leg away and turn the chest so your elbow comes towards the opposite knee and you're crisscross. Take a breath, and as you exhale, switch. Switch again and hold. Good, we're going to go back into that movement again. We'll go 2, 1. This time, hold the other side. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And switch, switch, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Switch, switch, hold. Lovely work. Last few seconds here. Switch, switch, and hold. Feel that fire build into the abs. Let your head relax. Switch, switch, and hold. Let's go. Last couple. Switch, switch, and hold. We got one more. Let's go. Switch, switch, and hold. Here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, come back to center. Pull the knees into the chest. And take deep breaths now. Lovely work. From there, we are resting the feet back onto the floor. Bring your arms slightly wider than your body, and then take your feet a little bit wider as well. So your toes are sort of trying to find just about towards the edges of the mat. From there, we're coming into our bridge. So take the breath. As you exhale, imprint the spine, scoop those lower abs, start to roll the hips up in your bridge, and just hold at the top now. So you're standing into the shoulder blades, wrapping the glutes around the sit bones, drawing the knees forward in the direction of the middle toes and keeping those abs hugging in. A little pressure down through the arms will assist you in that lift. As you inhale again, let's roll it all the way back down. And again, exhale, imprint, peel the spine up, push the knees forward and out. Roll it down. So try to find space through the spine by peeling each vertebra up and down as you work through the movement. Connecting into the back body now and keeping those abs contracted as you roll up and down. That's controlling the movement of the spine. Making sure we're not just flaring up through the front body and bringing all that work into the lower back muscles. Nice work. Couple more before we come into a slightly different variation. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, lift the hips and let's go raising the heels up and down. Lift and lower. Keep the body still as the heels come up and down. Keep the glutes wrapping around your sit bones, abs, controlling that movement of the body. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll all the way back down. Not finished yet though with this. We're going to take the feet hip width apart this time. Come all the way back up into your bridged position. Now, if you want to here, bring your hands, so your elbows are on the mat and your hands are just resting onto your hip bones. And use that as your guide to make sure your hips stay level through this. Picking your right leg away and pushing it away so your thigh stays straight and level. We're just taking the leg out to the side and back in 3 times. 2, and in, and 1, and in. Place that foot back down on the floor. Let's go the other side. Keep those hips level, extend the leg, and we go out for 3, out for 2, and out for 1. Continue on this in your own time, guys. Taking each leg out and abducting it away from the center line for 3 reps and switching sides. Keep those hips level as they can be. Thighs stay level with each other. There's no dropping or rotating of the pelvis. Abs stay in. Nice work. Let's go 1 more each side. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Let's go, extending the left. Out we go. 3, and 2, and 1. Great job. Rolling all the way back down. Take the soles of the feet together, the knees out to the side. Little rock from side to side in your butterfly stretch. Rolling up through the neck a little bit here as well. Take the head, a little bit of movement through there. Okay, bring the feet and knees together. Take the knees up, holding onto the back of the thighs, big hug in, and rolling all the way back up. So that we are coming into our seated variation. Okay, so let's just come into a little bit of seated stretches. One of my favorites, really lovely for bringing space through the back body. So taking my feet slightly wider than hip width, about towards the edges of the mat. Feet are flexed, pulling back towards me with the toes, arms reaching up, mirroring the legs, and sitting up really tall out of your seat now. So feel the sit bones pushing straight down into that mat, trying not to lean back or find any kind of pressure in the lower back. If you do feel that the lower back is seizing up a little, you can bend the knees, just soften the legs and find more length through the spine. Okay, let's take a breath. And as you exhale, pull the tummy in, chin drops down, and we're rounding the back forward, reaching the hands to and beyond those feet. Inhale, roll back up, restack. And again, exhale, chin draws down, belly button pulls in. Contract the abs to create that forward flexion of the spine. And just finding maybe a little bit more range with each rep. Good. As you stretch out and stretch forward, lift those thigh muscles up. So you're really trying to keep the back of the knees open and the legs straight. As straight as they'll go. Let's go here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, sitting up really tall. From here, let's interlace the fingers once more and take the hands to the back of the head. Stay sat nice and tall here, making sure that the shoulder blades are pulling together and the elbows are wide, really pulling them wide here, so you're not jutting your head forward. Take the breath in, and as you exhale, twist. Keep your sit bones heavy as you rotate through the middle. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Really feel that movement come from the waistline. So draw an imaginary line around your belly button, around your waist, and that's where we're twisting. Hugging the waist narrow. Imagine you've got a corset on, and every time you exhale and twist, you're doing that corset up, narrowing the waist, using those obliques. And your TVA. Nice work. Let's go here, another 5, 4, 3, 2. So finish the one you're on, last one. Great job, coming back to center. Okay, from here, crossing the legs, and then rolling yourself forward until we are onto hands and knees. So let's go hands and knees, hands directly underneath the shoulder line, the knees are directly underneath the hips. Let's take a quick cat-cow stretch here to find our neutral spine. So take the breath. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, navel to spine, round the back, chin to chest. As you inhale, lift the tailbone, roll the spine down, shoulders down, chin lifting at the end. And again, exhale, tuck. Inhale, lift. Let's go another 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, we're going into a neutral spine. So halfway between going all the way up and all the way down and holding it there. In that position, let's be strong through the arms and shoulders. So turn your elbows back towards your legs, your thighs, hugging into your armpits. Elevate the chest so you're wide in the collarbone, you're not slouching down. Curl the toes and keeping the spine long. Let's take the knees up off the mat and just pause here in your hover. Lower abs scooping in and up. Now we're coming into a little pulse. So just kiss the knees down and lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Keep the weight balanced so you haven't shot forward into the hands too much. Nice work, guys. If you felt more comfortable doing this on your elbows, you could, of course, do this series on your elbows. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lift the knees. Step the legs back into your full plank. If you need to bring the knees down into half, of course, you can do that also. But either way, you're going to tuck the tailbone and hollow out the abs. So you're really trying to sort of round the back, I suppose, up towards the sky, keeping that wide collarbone. From here, we're coming into a toe tap. So take your left toes pointed, lift the leg, tap the toe down, and lift. 3 on this side, down, and lift. Curl the toes back under, other side. Point the toes, lift from the hip, lower. Lift and lower. One more, and lower, and change. Rest if you need to, but let's stay strong through the body here. Everything working. Lower. Nice work. Lower, lift, and lower. One more. Okay, let's go one more each side. And lift. Tap down. 2. Lower. And 1. Let's go. Last 3. Point the toe. Up, down, up, down. Last one. Lift, down. From here, step your right leg in, and bring yourself up into a high kneeling, half kneeling position. So we're just going to come into a little hip stretch now. Okay, so from here, place your hands on your hips. Our right leg is forward, left knee down. Tuck the tailbone, lower abs scooping in. Take your left arm up in line with your ear. Draw the hips a little bit more forward, squeeze that left glute, and come into a little side bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. Stretch the hips and the quad. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. From there, just bring the hands down to frame that foot. Pick that back leg up again. And from here, we're taking the right arm up to the sky. So rotating around. Stack the arms one on top of the other. Take the breath in. And as you exhale, lace the arm underneath you. So you're trying to get your elbow down to the mat. And repeat. Let's go. Open and close. Strong as we open up. Try and stack the arms one on top of the other. Shoulder blades connecting. Let's take one more. Dropping under. Frame that foot once more. Nice and strong through the body. Step back. Left foot comes in. Drop the knee down. Unfold the toes. Start again with that hip stretch. Tuck the tailbone, abs tight. Right arm up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, lift. Try to keep your arm in line with your ear. So you're stretching out the whole chain through that right side of the body. Keep your hips still, your right glute squeezing. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. From there, let's frame the foot once more. Curl the back toes, pick that leg up, long and strong into that back leg. Left arm reaching up, stack the arms. And then lace it under, elbow down, as close to the mat as it will go. And open. And lower. Keep this front knee pointing forward as you work into that rotation. Lovely work. Let's do one more lacing underneath. And then we're coming down onto our bellies. So from here, frame that foot again, step back, bring the knees down, lower back down, and then we are working into our upper back extension. So hands come either side of the shoulders, elbows stay down. So you're making this sort of W shape with your arms. Take your feet slightly wider towards the corner of the mat. And just make sure here that you're looking down, back of the neck is long, the glutes are wrapping around your seat and your tummy is pulling up. So you feel your pubic bone is pressing down, but your hip bones are lifting. From here, as you inhale, lift the head and chest into an upper back extension and hold. So we're curling around the upper back, but trying not to take it so far up that you feel just the lower back muscles compressing and doing all the work. You can use the arms as little or as much as you want to here, emphasizing pressing down into the elbows so that we are encouraging some external rotation of the shoulder. Okay, let's rip this out now. So exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, shoulder blades pull together and down. And lower. Feeling that pull between the shoulder blades, lifting with those muscles in the upper back. Head stays aligned with the rest of the body. So as you come up, you're not jutting your chin forward or letting it sag down to the floor. Keep the rest of the body engaged. Nice work. Okay, so if you wanted to make this a little bit more challenging, feel free to lift the arms like a skydiver, just an inch away from the floor, with, again, an emphasis of your elbows being a little bit lower than your hands, externally rotating from the shoulders. And lower. At no point should you feel excessive pressure through the lower back. We are, of course, using those back muscles a little, but primarily it should be the upper back. If you feel that it is really firing into your lumbar, just reduce the range, don't go up quite as high for some of us. If you're quite rounded in your posture, that could be challenging, so move at a range that's available to you. Let's go here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, lift and hold. From here, press the elbows down into the floor and raise your forearms up with your hands, turning the head of the shoulder in the socket. And then lower. Lift the arms, lower the arms. Try to keep your chest just floating in space. Feel that deepen through the upper back and the back of the shoulders. Pull the belly in. Keep the glutes on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Lower it down. From here, push back into a shell stretch. Bum back onto your heels. Chest down, arms straight. Hold that stretch. Okay, nice work, guys. Stay with me. We've got one more to go. We've got a little bit more work to come. Okay, so bring yourself up out of your shell stretch. Slowly and carefully come back onto the edge of the mat and up to a standing position. We're just going to walk ourselves forward so we have enough room to move. Hands to hips, feet hip width apart. Take your left foot forward and your right leg obviously staying behind. Center your body now. We're coming into some lunging or split squats. So we want to have a split stance, but making sure that our legs are still hip width, not in line. From here, neutralize the pelvis. So let's tuck the tailbone slightly, pull the lower abs in tight. Dropping the back knee down towards the floor, staying tucked upright in the torso. Drive down and then push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Come down to a range that's available to you. For some of us, if you're super tight through the hip flexor and quad, it might be a challenge to get that back knee right down. So just work at an appropriate range. When you're coming into this lunge, make sure the knee stays aligned with the middle toes, pointing forward with the hips, not turning in or excessively out, keeping everything in line. Last bit of work here, guys, and then we will be changing up. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, come up. We're adding to this now. So from here, find that balance, push forward, bring yourself into an RDL. So hinge from the hips, soften that front leg, and come back down. Let's do 3 lunges now. 3, 2, and 1. Push up, find balance, hips square, body square to the floor, and step back. Go again. 3, 2, feeling some fire into that left glute. 1, lift up, hinge, abs tight, shoulders back, and step back. We go. 3, 2, and 1. We've got 2 more of these. Let's go hinge and step back. 3, 2, last 1. Let's go hinge, hold here, abs tight, float the arms out to the side. If you can, a little pulse up and down with that standing leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to stand. Great job. Okay, so do a little tap, a little shake out. We've got to work through this on the other side. So let's go. Stepping your right foot forward, left foot back, hands to hips. Legs are hip width apart. The tailbone slightly tucked. Lower abs on. We go. Lunging first. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Just finding balance through both legs really here. I mean, primarily we will be pushing into that front heel, but we're fairly upright in that torso, so the weight will come back slightly into that rear leg, and that's okay. Shoulders down and back. Find that right heel. Really drive the right heel hard into the floor. Nice work. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, come up. Let's go. Come forward, hinge. Hips square, shoulders back. Find that stretch. Good, come back. Drop down. 3, 2, 1. Push. Whoa, find that balance. And back. Hinging from the hip line. 1. Push forward. And back. 2, 1. Let's go. Last 2. Feeling that fire in the front leg now into the hip. And 3. This is the last one. 2, 1. Push forward. Hinge it forward. Make sure the body is square. Let's go for a little pulse. Straighten and bend that grounded leg. Chest up. Your body's like a seesaw or a platform. Level with the floor. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Okay, from there, just bring yourself back to the edge of your mat. Walk it back. Okay, take a nice cleansing stretch out here. Inhale, grow tall. Come up onto the toes if you want to. And as you exhale, just come forward. In a lazy forward fold, really, I don't mind how you do that, guys. If you want to bend the knees, you come down, that's fine. But let yourself come forward now. Find the floor with your hands, bend the knees if you need to. And let's just take a little plie. So drop the knees down, inhale. Exhale, lift the bum, hollow out the belly. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, hollow the abs round the back. Straighten the legs. Feel that lovely stretch out through the back body. Make sure we're dropping the chin. Let the crown of the head fall towards the floor. Bring the weight slightly forward into the forefoot as you stretch up. Let's go here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll all the way back up. Nice one, guys. That is us finished. So thank you so much for joining me. A little bit more success this week with YouTube not cutting out, so that was great. Enjoy the rest of your weeks, and I hope you enjoyed that. Any questions or feedback on all of that, any of that, just let me know, guys. So yeah, thank you so much. See you later.